What's up YouTube, it's your boy Miss Pyromaniac back again with another Diablo video. Today I'm going to be talking about the problems that the game has. To me, progression is the main way I enjoy ARPGs. I just love seeing my character get more powerful and powerful and powerful. They become the most powerful character ever, I guess. And in Diablo you do get strong, but the progression just stops. When you reach level 75, something like that, mid-70s, the progression will just slow down substantially. You won't be getting any more upgrades. You'll get menial upgrades, just a couple of percentages more for each affix that you have, and that's endgame progression, and I don't know why it's like that. I get that this game is for casuals. Maybe they thought that this would mean that casuals will hit the plateau earlier, but that's not really a solution. I mean, I've got multiple solutions for that. First of all, you can make leveling faster, and then I will reach level 100 with my character being powerful as hell, instead of reaching level 75 and then I get harder and harder content, but I'm not getting stronger. It feels like I'm getting weaker. If leveling was faster, we would hit the plateau at level 100, which would make it totally fine. And mainly what this does is it gives mostly the casual players a way to experience new characters. So let's say they make a barb, they get it to level 100, and now they can make another character, another build, maybe a rogue, and they could try it out, and then they get that to level 100. But if leveling is so freaking slow, you're just stuck at level 80, and then it takes so much time to get to level 100 from level 80. It takes me about 2 hours doing nightmare dungeons to get one level. And it's 2 hours, keep in mind that I sort through my items and see what upgrades I need and whatnot, but it's still part of the gameplay loop. And so it takes about 2 hours for me to get a level in nightmare dungeons. Now keep in mind this is solo. With a group it could be way faster, but still. I don't think casuals will hit level 100, especially if they have like 2 hours to play and you add in seasons. I hope they add something for seasons like the Joy's Journey buff in WoW, which makes you get more XP. That would be great. Or just make Nightmare Dungeons give more XP, and everything in general just make them give more XP. But whether they make leveling faster or not, the issue will still persist. Keep in mind, this will not fix the issue completely. And so, to fix the issue, you need to add more stuff to do in the game. To make it less boring, because honestly I'm doing nightmare dungeons over and over and over and over and over and over and over, and it gets boring at some point, especially if I'm not getting better items, if I'm not getting stronger. Now if I'm getting stronger, I don't care, I could do nightmare dungeons all day if I can feel stronger, if my character can get stronger. But after level 75 my character doesn't get stronger anymore. It's just maybe like 20,000 extra damage, 30,000, 50,000. That's really nothing. When you got numbers in the millions, that's honestly nothing. The perfect way to solve this is to add another world tier, a world tier 5, and I'm pretty sure they are doing it. It basically has been kind of confirmed, not officially, but we kind of know it's coming. Now we don't really know when it is coming exactly. I hope it's in season 1 because we really need a world tier 5. And now another issue that makes progression boring is affixes. Pretty much if you play Diablo 4, you know that the main affixes that every single class and every single build needs is vulnerable damage, crit chance. Those 3 are the main ones, and those 3 are for every single class, and that's not fun. You need to add variety. You need to make classes more unique. Each class needs to feel unique. Each class needs to feel different than the other classes. And you can't do that when you have all the classes and all the builds basically have the same frickin' affixes. You're just running around doing nightmare dungeons or whatever and looking for vulnerable damage, crit strike, crit damage. That's it. Nothing else, and it gets so boring. I want more affixes, and the other affixes, they all feel the same. It's like damage to enemies that are bleeding, damage to enemies that are slowed, damage to enemies that are stunned. It's the same thing. It's literally the same thing. That's not fun. And last epoch you got an affix that increases your shuriken lightning damage for each 1% uncapped lightning resistance. Now that sounds amazing. That may be too complicated for all the Diablo casuals, I know. So they could add different stuff, or at least make different affixes stronger to add more variety. Like, that's the least thing they can do instead of adding affixes. Another thing to make the endgame less boring is adding more stuff to do. Now I know the game just released, still in its early stages, and just like PoE, when PoE released, there wasn't that much endgame content, and same goes for Diablo. Basically the endgame content in Diablo is Nightmare Dungeons, doing level 150 Nightmare Dungeons. I think that's the max tier 99 or 100. I don't know what the max tier of Nightmare Dungeon is, but you get the idea. And also there is one main goal, which is defeating Lilith. And defeating Lilith is honestly the only thing that's making me stick to leveling up my Barb, when my Barb is basically, he's fully geared, practically BIS items. I can't get much more upgrades on that Barb. And so I'm just trying to do Nightmare Dungeons over and over and over, and it's kind of getting boring, but I have to kill Lilith, and that's the only reason I'm doing it. If Lilith wasn't there, I would already be making another rogue or a necromancer or whatever, and just trying out different builds. But I gotta kill Lilith, I gotta make YouTube videos on that. So anyways, what they should do is they should add some endgame activities. For example, they could add more bosses. I think that would be very fun. Each boss could act as a milestone to test your character's strength. And you keep going boss, and each time you go up a level, the boss is stronger and stronger and stronger. And as I've said, you test your character's strength. They do that in PoE. You got, I don't know, I haven't played it honestly. I know Shaper or whatever. Anyways, you have it in PoE. You could do it here too. I think it would be fun. It wouldn't affect the casuals. It'll be more fun for them even. So they should think about adding that at least. As you know, with each season they add mechanics, so I hope they make good, fun, engaging mechanics that would make leveling less boring and add a bit of variety. And that's really the main thing. They just need to add variety to the end game. Add multiple options to level up. Don't make it just one option, like doing Nightmare Dungeons or just doing the XP dungeons. Because some people may not like Nightmare Dungeons, some people may like bossing, some people may like doing Hell Tides. But just add different endgame activities that you can viably level up with. Alright, that was all for today's video. I hope this video somehow, some way reaches Blizzard and they hear my amazing thoughts and they listen to me and they change the game. If they do that, we all know the game's gonna get way better. That's basically it. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.